In chapters 2 and 3, Bernd Schmidt talks about the idea of creating and enhancing experiences. One of the things that he talks about in those chapters are experience providers, that is, X-Pros. So let's talk a little bit about those experience providers. To start with, let's remember Schmidt defines experiences as private events that occur in response to some stimuli. When he refers to these events being private, he means that they are individual. That is, every person has their own experience. And that these experiences involve the entire human being. They are holistic and they are engaging and immersive. The key experiential concepts, according to Schmidt, is as a marketer, you need to provide the right environment and setting for the desired customer experiences to emerge. This is one of the areas that an experiential stager has control. That is, you can control your part of the experience. That is, the environment and the setting in which the experience occurs. Experiences are not self-generated but induced by the marketer. On the other hand, they are not the actual determiner of how the experience proceeds. Third, the marketer provides the stimuli that results in the customer experience, either positive or negative. You select the experiential providers, you control the setting. Your job is to create the right stimulus to facilitate the right experience. But experiences are complex, emerging dynamic structures. No two experiences are the same since they are individual experiences that occur in the mind of the consumer in response to some stimuli. Even if you have the same person and the same stimuli, you might not get the same experience twice in a row. And so there is a controllable aspect to this, but there is a huge uncontrollable aspect to this as an experiential stager. Now, Bernd talks about experiential providers. These are the tools that are used to create and enhance the experiences. And he has chapter 3. He talks about some of these, and they include communications. And from communications, it's everything from advertising, public relations, website, social media presence, web presence, all the sorts of things, all the communication tools that help to set up the experience. There's the branding aspects of this, the visual and verbal identity, the logos, the signage, the taglines, the brand characters, the spokespeople, everybody involved in identifying and setting the brand image. And then there's the products and services presence, product design, features, packaging, and some branding aspects that go into that. There's co-branding, events, sponsorships, product placement, etc. And there are spatial environments. That is the settings, the venues, the buildings, the layout, the look, the trade dress, even things like weekly ads. And then there's the people, and the people knowing their roles. Everybody from the stagers to the front of the house people to the back of the house people, and them understanding what the experience is all about and their job, of course, and their roles in having that come to life. The importance in actual X-Pros change from experience to experience. In some cases, maybe it's all about branding. In others, maybe it's all about the venue. And in others, it's all about the people. And in some cases, it's more about the people and less about the venue. In other cases, it's more about the venue and less about the people. And then Bernd talks about the experiential grid. This is SEMs on one axis, that is the strategic experiential modules on one axis, and the experience providers on another axis. And of course, there are others that maybe aren't in here, and that's why we have a little category here called other. And then I have an example of one here, and that is maybe we have an experience, and these are the combinations of communications, brand identities, products and services, co-branding, environmental and setting, people and others that impact each of the SEMs. Just an example. And so in summary, the Experiential Grid is a planning tool to create and enhance experiences. On one axis, we have the SEMs, or the strategic experiential modules. That of course is the dimensions of the experience. And on the other axis, we have the tools, the XPros, the tools that are available for the experiential stager and manager to enhance and create the right experience.